because our mindset, our character, our way of thinking, the opportunity that we have was literally given by him. And if it wasn't by him, we wouldn't have it, right? So humility, humility to recognize that you can change. And by that humility, you begin to change, and life becomes better than by having an attachment to your pride and your ego and that you've done things right up until this point. That was the biggest catalyst for me, was recognizing I don't know anything. If you rely on God and you allow yourself to become a better player, whether it's business, entrepreneurship, finance, biohacking, spirituality,
relationship.
Truth is truth regardless of where it exists. And it'll present itself as truth in a relationship, in business, and it'll apply everywhere. Show me a man how he runs his business, I can tell you how he treats his family. You show me how he treats his family, I can tell you how he's going to treat his employees, because he might be hypocritical, but between the hypocrisy, you can notice the cracks of character, and you can know somebody's true nature in every scenario. Just become a better person. Ask God to polish you, to show you truth. And the process of truth, if you look at the Bible, it's not this process of adding more things. We're usually in the process of discovering truth. Like, I want to know more. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to find the truth. The process of truth in Proverbs is usually associated with gold. And the process of refining gold is about removing things. You put it in the heat and under pressure, and the dirt rises, the impurities go to the top, and you clean it. And the process of truth isn't about adding things and philosophy and doctrine and dogma and stigma and task lists and to-dos. It's about removing the programming, removing what others have told us who we are, removing the disbelief and the insecurities and the lack of faith. When you remove these things and God does a process of pruning and purification, then the truth shows. And the truth is that we're creating the image of God, and that if we choose and position our lives to be of service to him, he will bless us. He will bless us in every aspect of life. If you operate outside of God's law and God's order, yes, you can have money, but you can live a very miserable life. So the goal is how to find wellness. Somebody asked me, what is the most important thing for you in life? And it used to be finding truth, but now it's to live a life of wellness. And the life of wellness means that every area of your life is well, it's healthy. And I think that should be the ambition for people that are trying to live a life that is truly successful. Focus on one thing, making money. That all comes back down to, you need to be able to take care of your physical needs before you can take care of your spiritual needs. That makes sense. You got to be able to eat, be alive. But once you get past that threshold, continue scaling, continue leveling up, but never forget what actually matters. I see so many people playing the mini game of business, forgetting that it was a mini game to buy them freedom. And then they give up that same freedom to continue playing the mini game when the mini game was already beat. Anyways.
No, I love it. It's very insightful. And I think if someone's especially listening to this, like newer, I think they got a lot to think about.
It's a different framework. We can talk a lot about actions, and we can talk about a lot of like, go learn this, go read this. There's plenty of actionable advice, a book recommendation, go find a mentor, plenty of things that if you actually apply to today, you can make more money. I think a couple avenues to consider to make money, e-com, I think is essential. If you have some money saved up, I think service-based business is key because you don't have to input any initial cost. I think once you have some money, e-com is good. It will always be around, whether it's TikTok shops, Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, whatever.
Which is retail at the end of the day, right?
Retail, just D2C, selling to a consumer online. I think it's only going to scale, only going to grow. We have Ecom Society, that is a program we're working with. Bad marketing, they're powering the entire marketing engine behind this product. But then the second side is we have gem hunters, and that is crypto. I'm a crypto.
That's like the world's best kept secret, bro.
It's the world's best kept secret, but it's fire.